Ever feel like you're chasing happiness but never quite catching it? You think that once you make more money, get in shape, or earn people's approval, you'll finally be content. The harsh truth is, happiness isn't something you find. It's something you build by facing truths most people run from. Most people spend their lives chasing happiness like a dog chasing its tail, running in circles, worn out, and still wondering why they never seem to catch it. They believe happiness is out there somewhere, that if they just make more money, move to a new city, lose a few pounds, or get that long-awaited approval, things will finally feel right. But here's the brutal truth. Happiness isn't something you find. It's something you create. And to build it, you have to face a few uncomfortable truths, the very ones most people spend a lifetime avoiding. That's where Stoicism comes in. This ancient philosophy isn't about wishful thinking. It doesn't pretend life is all sunshine and rainbows. It teaches you to see reality clearly and master your mind so that nothing, not failure, rejection, or even pain, can break you. So let's rip off the band-aid and dive into the 5 harsh truths you need to accept if you truly want to live a happy life. 1. You're not as important as you think. And that's a good thing. It might sound insulting at first, but in reality, it's one of the most liberating realizations you'll ever have. Most people walk through life thinking the world is watching them, judging, waiting for them to mess up. But the truth, almost no one is thinking about you that much. Everyone is too busy worrying about themselves. The Stoics understood this. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that he was just one small part of the universe. His problems, insignificant. His reputation, temporary. His failures, soon forgotten. Yet today, people are paralyzed by the fear of being judged. They hesitate to speak, to try, to dream, all because they believe they're constantly being watched. But here's your reality check. You're not the main character in anyone else's story. And when you stop acting like you are, life becomes much simpler. You stop trying to impress people who don't care. You stop stressing over small mistakes. And most importantly, you start doing things because they matter to you, not to please others. Ironically, the moment you stop worrying about being important, you become capable of doing truly important things. 2. Life isn't always fair, and complaining won't fix it. We learn that you're not the center of the universe, and that truth sets you free. Now, here's another harsh reality. Life isn't always fair, and complaining won't fix it. You've got two choices: complain about injustice or accept it and play the game anyway. The Stoics understood that fairness is a human invention, not a rule of nature. Instead of whining, they focused on what they could control: their choices, their thoughts, their reactions to setbacks. Picture this: two people face the exact same hardship. One becomes bitter, wallowing in self-pity. The other adapts and pushes forward. Same storm, different mindset. So ask yourself, are you wasting energy wishing life was fair? Or using your energy to act, even when it isn't? Because those who succeed are rarely the ones with an easy road. They're the ones who stop waiting for fairness and start building anyway. 3. Not everyone will like you, and that's a blessing. Most people waste years trying to be liked by everyone. They soften their voice, edit their thoughts, and walk on eggshells. But the truth is, you could be the kindest, most generous, most brilliant person alive, and someone will still dislike you. Marcus Aurelius had enemies. Socrates was sentenced to death. Even the greatest minds in history had critics. So why would you be any different? The moment you stop needing to be liked, life becomes easier. You stop bending over backward for people who don't deserve it. You stop taking criticism personally. You stop shrinking to fit. Instead, you focus on being respected, not liked. And funny enough, when you stop seeking approval, people respect you more. So stop asking, how can I make everyone like me? And start asking, how can I stay true to myself no matter what? 4. You can't escape change. So stop resisting it. People fear change. They cling to the past, hold on to who they used to be, and fight anything that threatens comfort. but resisting change is like trying to stop the seasons. Futile and exhausting. Change is constant. Relationships end. Friends drift apart. Your body ages. The world moves forward. Whether you like it or not. Time marches on. And clinging to what was only brings more pain. The Stoics embraced change. They saw it as natural, inevitable, and often useful. They didn't ask, "How can I keep things the same?" They asked, "How can I grow through this change?" Think about it. Every breakthrough in your life came after change. Growth, learning, peace. They all came from facing the unknown. The most successful people in history didn't resist change. They adapted, evolved, and found opportunity. Within it, we saw that change is inevitable, and you have a choice: fight it or work with it. Now, let's talk about what that choice means for your happiness. Change always gives you a choice. You can cling to the past, complain, and wish things were like they used to be. Or you can adapt, evolve, and discover new opportunities hidden inside the change. The more you resist, the more miserable you feel. But the moment you stop fighting and start flowing, that's when life truly opens up. 5. Being happy is a choice, and it's your responsibility. Most people believe happiness is external. They think it comes from money, relationships, success, or luck. But real happiness is internal. It's not about what happens. It's about how you respond to what happens. You can be rich and miserable. You can be broke and content. You can go through tragedy and still find peace. Or have a perfect life and still feel empty. So the question isn't, how do I make my life perfect so I can be happy? The real question is, how do I build a mindset that allows me to be happy? No matter what happens. And the answer, stop waiting. Choose it now. The path to true happiness. Most people spend their lives running away from these truths. They bury themselves in distraction, drown in work, and chase fleeting highs, money, status, approval. And yet, they wonder why they feel empty. But those who face these truths head-on, they develop unshakable inner peace. They stop being ruled by fear. They stop carrying resentment. They stop letting life push them around like leaves in the wind. Instead, they take charge. They focus on what they can control. They stop chasing validation. They accept reality. And they live with a mindset that makes happiness inevitable. Because happiness isn't about what happens to you. It's about how you respond. Some people never figure that out. They stay stuck in frustration, blaming the world. But others, they wake up. They take ownership of their mind, their choices, and their happiness. And when you do that, nothing can truly break you. Not failure, not rejection, not even pain. So the only real question is, which kind of person will you choose to be? Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've only just begun the journey to true peace, and we're walking it together.